As a Jurassic Park fan, I love dinosaurs, and as a dinosaur fan, there's always one question that comes to mind: who would win in a fight? So today, I want to talk about the top 5 dinosaurs I want to see in a fight in the next Jurassic Park movie or even TV show. Giganotosaurus versus Dreadnoughtus. I think having the Giga fight Dreadnoughtus would be really great, as it would demonstrate the strength of the Giganotosaurus by taking on the largest creature, or at least the largest dinosaur we've ever seen in the Jurassic Park franchise so far. And I think it would just be a great way to give the Giga more screen time, as it was supposed to be the main villain in Dominion. But of course, if you've seen that movie, the Giga wasn't really like that bad of a guy. He ate like a locust and then got killed for that, so I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I would absolutely love to see a lot more of the Giga. I know some people really didn't like the design of the Giga. Me personally, I like the Giga a lot. I know it wasn't like scientifically accurate, but I thought it just looked cool. Anyway, so I would just love to see a lot more of the Giga in the Jurassic Park franchise. And it would just be cool to have a sauropod also like fight in the Jurassic Park franchise, since you know these were like enormous creatures that were almost like invincible to like any other creature around them. But like in the Jurassic Park franchise, we've literally seen a Brachiosaurus get absolutely dunked by the Indominus Rex, and then of course, you know, the Indominus Rex kills an entire herd of Apatosaurs in Jurassic World. So I think it'd be very nice to have the Dreadnoughtus in a fight against a large carnivore. And as who I would think would win, I think the Dreadnoughtus would definitely win in real life, but I think story and narrative wise, the Giga probably should win to demonstrate that the Giga is the biggest threat that the Jurassic Park series has faced so far. Something like that should have happened in Dominion, and I think this might be able to like compensate for what happened in Dominion. Allosaurus versus Carnotaurs. For as many dinosaurs as we've seen in the Jurassic Park series, there aren't very medium-sized carnivores, which honestly is a group of dinosaurs that's been kind of ignored in the Jurassic Park series, with the only medium-sized carnivores we see in the franchise being the Ceratosaurus, Allosaurus, Carnotaurus, Baryonyx, and like for literally a few seconds in the TV show, Suchomimus. So yeah, I would absolutely love to see these two duke it out, as they're a very unique size amongst the Jurassic Park series, and they're just both very cool and iconic dinosaurs. The Allosaurus is of course a very popular dinosaur, one of the most popular dinosaurs, and the Carnotaurus is also a very popular dinosaur and has that very unique look to it with those two horns and like that osteoderm alligator back. So yeah, I would absolutely love to see these two duke it out, especially since they both haven't had much screen time in the film franchise themselves, with the Carnotaurus appearing in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom only to get like killed by a T-Rex, and the Allosaurus also appearing in Fallen Kingdom only to get hit by like a random rock from a volcano. I'm really glad these two got more screen time in like their own ways, with the Allosaurus getting screen time in Battle of Big Rock and the Carnotaurus getting screen time in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. But I still really want to see these two duke it out on the big screen in an official Jurassic Park movie. So yeah, as to who I would think would win, I would lean more towards the Allosaurus, just because it is slightly bigger, has a stronger bite force, at least in real life, and does have longer arms that it could use in the battle. But the Carnotaurus is also a very powerful dinosaur, it has its bite, its two horns, and like an osteoderm covered back. So either way, this fight's going to be very close, but I would lean a bit towards the Allosaurus. Raptor versus Dilo. This is a fight that many Jurassic fans want to see, and who wouldn't? I think it'd just be personally really cool to see the Raptor in a 1v1 scenario, as we've never really had that. I mean, I guess there was Blue versus the Indoraptor, but the Indoraptor is a hybrid. So I think the Raptor should fight a dinosaur, and what other dinosaur to fight than the Dilo? The Dilo is just such an iconic dinosaur to the Jurassic Park series, despite really only appearing in the first one, and very little in Dominion and the TV show. But despite that, the Dilos had such an impact, not only in the Jurassic Park franchise, but on like literally anything related to dinosaurs, as pretty much every Dilo you see in media, from video games to even movies, is based off the Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus. So yeah, I'd absolutely love to see a fight between these two. As for the Dilo, we'll be using one as big as the one we see in the first Jurassic World film, as it's pretty much the same size as the Raptor, because if we use the one from Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Dominion, it would get butchered. Either way though, I still think the Raptor would win, but I don't know, it would be a very close fight, and who knows, maybe the Dilo's venom could come into more play than I think. Ankylosaurus versus large carnivore. The Ankylosaurus is my favorite dinosaur, so you can't imagine my excitement when I saw Jurassic World for the first time and finally saw the Ankylosaurus in action. I was so hyped for the scene, only for the Ankylosaurus to lose horrendously. This is probably the most disrespectful, sad, and disappointing scene I've ever seen in a movie, especially for a younger me. I mean, the Ankylosaurus was my favorite dinosaur. It was supposed to be invincible. It was supposed to be like this tank that not even the T-Rex dared to attack, and it died. I was so upset. This was the first time we really got to see the Ankylosaurus in the Jurassic Park franchise and it dies. I was just so upset with this, and even in the way it died, I hate how the Indominus Rex flipped it over and like completely humiliated it. So yeah, so if anything, I want the Incarnosaurus to be redeemed, and if there's any fight that does happen in this list, I really do hope it is the Incarnosaurus versus some sort of large carnivore, whether that be the T-Rex or a new incomer like a Carcharodontosaurus. Whatever it is, I really hope the Ankylosaurus fights it and wins this time. T-Rex versus Triceratops, an ancient rivalry that goes 66 million years in the past. These two dinosaurs are by far the most popular and famous dinosaurs of all time, with T-Rex appearing in, of course, a lot of media, and Triceratops as well. It's really surprising that we've never seen the T-Rex and Triceratops share the screen in any official Jurassic media, to the TV shows and to the movies, as not only have these two dinosaurs been in every movie, but these are by far the two most iconic dinosaurs to ever live, like literally ever. There's nothing more popular than T-Rex, and then right after T-Rex is Triceratops. I do not know how these two dinosaurs have not already fought in the franchise, and not even that, but not even shared screen together. Like, to me, that is absolutely insane. If there's any fight that really deserves to be in the Jurassic Park franchise, it's this fight, as we need to see the most iconic dinosaur rivalry of all time in the most iconic dinosaur media of all time. I think this fight needs to be in the Jurassic Park franchise, not even a want for me. I think in the next Jurassic Park film or Jurassic World film, this fight has to happen, as we've had 6 films and they've not even shared the screen together, which is just criminal. I do not know how that happened or why that happened, but if there's any fight that should happen in the next Jurassic World film or Jurassic Park film, it is this one. These two are just such icons in the Jurassic Park series, in real life, to paleontologists, to the public, that I don't understand how this fight has not already happened. So if there's any fight on here that needs to happen, that should happen, it is this one. This fight, I think, just needs to happen, and I really hope it does in the next installment in the Jurassic World franchise. And those are my top 5 dinosaur battles I want to see in the next installment in the Jurassic Park franchise. Now, before I go, I do want to say I did refrain from doing rematches in this fight. So of course, Spinosaurus versus T-Rex is probably the most wanted fight in the entire series, but I just decided not to put it in since, you know, we've already got that fight. I also didn't include dinosaurs that are not canon or haven't been shown in the movies or TV shows yet, as, I don't know, I just feel like we should focus on the ones we already do have, since we do have a lot in the movies. And I didn't want to include dinosaurs more than once on this list. But with all that being said, tell me which dinosaurs you want to see fight in the future installment in the series, or maybe even the TV show. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and bye-bye.